On January 9, 1952, in Gadsden, Alabama, Mathew and Helen Knowles gave birth to their son Mathew. His hard-working parents inspired the ethics and entrepreneurialism that would eventually lead to his multifaceted career as a worldwide leader in business, music, and social activism. He started his career in sales at the Xerox Corporation and quickly was promoted to Xerox Medical Systems, becoming the #1 sales executive of medical equipment and diagnostic imaging worldwide. Mathew finished his corporate career as a neurological sales specialist, where he learned the importance of building strong relationships. Despite early business success, he took a risk that would change history. He launched an all-girls group, Destiny's Child, that included his daughter, Beyonce, and started his own music management company and record label, Music World Entertainment. As founder of Music World Entertainment, he has served as label executive and executive producer for more than 100 award-winning platinum and gold albums in multiple genres, including pop, R&B, gospel, dance, and country, as well as soundtracks and special-themed projects. He is respected as one of the industry's top managers and executives, with record sales having exceeded 450 million worldwide. As a pioneer for African American success in the corporate world, Dr. Knowles intimately understands the need to empower the community by sharing his knowledge. He has traveled all over the world as a keynote speaker, guest lecturer, and panelist at various prestigious universities and organizations. Dr. Knowles is also the author of several books, including the #1 bestseller, The DNA of Achievers: 10 Traits of Highly Successful Professionals. Knowles has garnered countless awards for his achievements in business, the music industry, and community partnerships. Dedicated to the community, Mathew co-founded the Survivors Foundation, helping to fund a homeless shelter in Houston, and has launched global food drives. From Gadsden, Alabama, with a dream in his pocket, an unwavering passion, and the drive to make a difference, Dr. Knowles continues to empower others on his journey of achievements and success.
Hello, hello, hello. See ya. I always like a moment just to let the room be still. Can I have that moment, please? Just a moment. Something happens when the room gets still. I know it's difficult because we have the blues, but I can feel your spirit. Today is not going to be about the destination, but the journey. I want to share my journey with you. So, Mikai, where do I sit? I sit there? All right. So as you saw the video, I'm a country boy. I grew up in Gadsden, Alabama. Anybody ever been to Gadsden, Alabama? Raise your hand. That's one person, 2, 3. My parents, my mother was a colored maid. And on the weekend, my mother would make these beautiful quilts with her 2 girlfriends. So she was making $15 a day, a week actually, but she sold the quilts for $150. My dad was a truck driver, and he made $30 a week, but he convinced the white company he worked for to let him use that truck. He would go tear down old houses, sell the lumber, sell the copper, aluminum. He would buy old cars, sell every part to the car. And he would make 100 times more than what he made, but he had those assets. He had that truck. My mother had the material. They learned how to source. And I grew up watching and learning and seeing my grandfather and my parents be entrepreneurs. It starts with passion. That thing that excites you. You know how you're excited and you want to do something and you're so excited and you go to bed at night thinking about it, just like I did last night, excited to be here with you. It's that energy that some people have, and you see them and you can just feel their energy and excitement. It has to start with passion. Because, folks, when you live your passion, you never work a day in your life. Think about that. You can applaud. It's okay. Matter of fact, it gets my energy going. So I'm going to say that again. When you live your passion, you never work a day in your life. Thank you. Thank you. So I get to live my passion. My kids get to live their passion. And that's why you see people that are very successful do well, because they don't view it as work. Passion and work ethics are like a hand and a glove. They go hand in hand. You can't have someone with amazing work ethics if they don't have the passion. Let me give you an example. Kobe Bryant. Raise your hand if you know who Kobe Bryant was. Most of the room, right? Amazing, amazing man, amazing ball player. So Kobe, when the basketball season was over, he had about 6 months. Most of the basketball players would go on vacation, relax. Not Kobe Bryant. He had a thing he called 6-6-6. 6 months after the season, he would practice 6 days a week. After the season, 6 hours a day. 6-6-6. I can tell you, Serena and Venus, I know their family. Same type of work ethics and practice. I can tell you, Beyonce and Solange, same type of work ethics and practice. So the people that are great at what they do, it first starts with passion. Remember I said when you live your passion, you never work a day in your life. And so the work ethics is, again, it's fun for them. They want to be the very best. It means you might have to go take some classes on entrepreneurship. You can go online. Information, knowledge. Knowledge is power. That's how you become a really good entrepreneur. But I want you to give yourselves a hand of applause because you're here, because you want to learn. So give yourself a bigger round of applause. You deserve to give yourself more than that. We sometimes don't give ourselves the pat that we need on the back, right? You know, folks, I feel very comfortable when I'm out here. This is my 21st year in a classroom. Most people don't know that I teach in a classroom. I'm now at Pepperdine in Malibu and in London at the London College of Contemporary Music. But for me, if I broke down entrepreneurship, it's 4 words: the who, the what, the why, the where. Who is my customer? What is my product? Why do you want to buy it? And how do I distribute it? Where do you go and purchase it? But the start and beginning of all of that is building that right team around you. Building the team when you start out opening your business. And part of that team is the financial team, the legal team. You're going to write contracts when you start out a company. You need that banking relationship. Most of us haven't built the banking relationship. And you start out small and you get to know who your personal banker is. And you build those relationships with them. But it's about building that right team, the creative team, the business team. Mm-hmm. Well, health and wellness is what we're talking about. In no health, no wealth. It's as simple as that. Mm-hmm. Have all the money in the world, you can be excited and passionate, but if you don't have good health, it's for naught. So I encourage all of you out there. Black men, we are the ones that die the most from diseases. Women, we look at breast cancer. 1 in 8 women in their lifetime will get breast cancer. So if you look around the room, it's easy to do the math. So we have to be proactive about health, not reactive about health. Proactive. Getting men a PSA exam, getting women a mammogram. But now medicine has changed to genetics. And that's why I wanted to be a part of 23andMe, because I wanted to understand genetics, because genetics and health is the future. You'll get to know much earlier that you're predisposed for some disease. I want to know that because I can do something about it. I can change my diet.
Yeah.
I can change my diet. I can exercise. I can exercise. I can reduce that alcohol intake. And I can have a healthy mental mindset and be positive. And maybe go to a therapist and share some of your troubles. But that's why I did it. I'm excited about it. And you'll hear much, much more about genetics in the future. I think you can do multiple businesses once you're successful at one. I think you first become successful at one thing. In the music industry, a great example, a lot of recording artists, you know, they want to be an artist, but then they want to open up, you know, a store, a clothing store, or they want to design a fashion line. You're doing too much too soon. You have to be good at one thing first. Be good at one thing first, then become great at one thing first. Now you have a client base. So if all of you are my clients because I'm doing one thing, now I can sell you something else because now you're my clients. I have your information. You bought into my brand. Do one thing first and do it well. That's what I always say to my kids, and that's the same thing I say to you. Be good at one thing first.